These are the faces of the boys and girls who have disappeared in China without a trace. Chai Ling, founder of the group All Girls Allowed, has been working with volunteer organizations to promote awareness and help families find their children. She says many of the missing are kidnapped and sold.
The brothels, they will buy the women and even girls into sex slavery, that's a huge market out there. Then individual families who want to make sure they have a wife for their own son.
Traditional Chinese culture places more value on a boy. When they grow up, the men are expected to live with and care for their parents, take a wife, and continue the family name. Chai says when a woman is pregnant with a girl,
some families are taking this matter into their own hands by selectively aborting, abandoning, and selling their baby girls. They are approaching 40 million young men inside China who will not find a bride. As a result of that, sex trafficking against girls and women become a huge problem inside China.
Human rights activists say China's one-child policy has contributed to the uneven gender ratio, fueling the problem. Chai says some missing girls may end up being sold to a family as a child bride. Boys can also be trafficked for families without male heirs, but volunteers are slowly making progress. All Girls Allowed says this 3-year-old girl named Little Bean was kidnapped last June and sold. With the help of volunteers who put out flyers with her picture, she was found 7 months later and reunited with her parents. Andrea Bertone, the director of humantrafficking.org, says the gender imbalance in China is affecting surrounding countries.
There is a large number of women who are being brought in from Vietnam, Laos, and North Korea for forced marriage situations. And they're mostly going into the rural areas. Women or children who are being brought from neighboring countries across the border to either work or be in a marriage in the rural areas. We're talking about smaller networks of people who know how to navigate the borders and are able to pay off the border officials pretty easily.
Bertone says traffickers inside China could either belong to small networks or more organized crime syndicates. While a few are caught, the demand for women and children continues, and the problem of human trafficking is expected to grow in China and expand throughout the region. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News.